Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Good morning, you're watching Basin Station.
Good morning, Thunder Basin. Today is Monday, September 18th. I'm Kane Clements, and you are kicking it with Kane. The Bolts Buck store is now open. Let's learn more in this week's feature.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Grover, and this is the Bolts Buck store. So there was just a few things I wanted to tell everybody about. So the first thing is our hours. We're open Tuesdays and Thursdays at lunch and Wednesdays before school. If you get a Bolts Buck from your teacher, 2 Bolts Bucks will let you spin our wheel. If you get a whole bunch and you save them up, you might even be able to buy yourself pizza for you and your friends for lunch. The kids who are nominated as Spark of the Week will get a certificate that says that they are the Spark, and it tells them why they're the Spark. And then at the bottom, it says that they can bring their certificate to this store and they can get a snack. Some of the snacks that we have are Gatorades and Capri Suns for drinks. And then we also have cereal and candy bars and lots of good things. We get donations from teachers and people in the building. So that's where all of our fun stuff comes from. We even have hoodies and ball caps. Those are a little bit more, so you'd have to save up your Bolts Bucks to get those. Stickers are only $1, and so are these fun little wrist keychains for Thunder Basin. One more thing that we wanted to talk to you about is PBIS, and that's the group who's in charge of the Bolts Bucks, is having a contest. And we would like to create new Bolts Bucks, and we need a design. So any semi-artistic student who wanted to submit a design for the new Bolts Buck is welcome to draw it on paper or do it digitally and bring it to myself, Miss Grover, in room 365, or Miss Emmons down in the math wing, or you can email it to us if it's a digital submission. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to tell everybody about is sometimes when you have just one Bolt Buck, or if you have a whole bunch, you don't really want to buy anything, you can put your Bolt Buck in this bucket for our raffle. And 2 years ago, each semester we gave away a pair of Apple AirPods. And then last year, each semester we gave away a pair of Beats. And this year, we're gonna give away something pretty cool, and it's new, and it's a surprise. So that will be coming soon. Wait for our big announcement, it'll be coming soon. So save up those Bolt Bucks to add in the raffle. Have a good day.
DECA and FBLA are selling snacks at the school store every day at lunch. Prices may vary, but everything is $2 and under. Students, if you have a favorite teacher you'd like to nominate for Spark of the Week, do that here. And teachers, if you would like to nominate one of your students to be Spark of the Week, make sure you fill out the form provided to you by Mrs. Grover. And speaking of the Sparks of the Weeks, let's just hop right in and see who they are.
It's going down for real.
morning, Sparks. I'm Blake with this week's Spark of the Week. Freshman, Tane Peterson. Sophomore, Haley Mulder. Junior, Kason Loftus. Senior, Danielle Fiddler. And staff, Bryson Angerbison. Bye, Sparks.
Juniors, your first class meeting will be on Wednesday, September 20th at lunch in the library. Make sure you check it out. And a representative from MSU Billings will be here on Friday, September 22nd. There's a sign-up sheet in guidance. Have you noticed all the new faces around this year? Well, there are 22 new faces. Let's find out about a couple more in this week's commercial.
Hi, my name is Mr. Ingerbritson. I teach social studies here at Thunder Basin. Most people call me Mr. E. One interesting fact about me is I was born in the state of Alaska. One weird thing about me is I have an identical twin, which most people don't know. And if I were a superhero, the superpower I would want would be to fly.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Milliron, formerly known as Miss Ingesser, and I am a biology teacher here at Thunder Basin. One interesting thing about me is that I actually used to be a collegiate basketball player. I played at the University of Portland for 1 year and then 3 years at Black Hills State University. And a random or weird thing about me is that I'm actually super introverted. And you probably wonder how I'd be a teacher if I'm that introverted, but I get my alone time at home and then bring all the energy to school. If I were a superhero and could have any superpower, I would want to teleport because I like to travel and the hours can get long on the road or on the plane, so I would like to just pop over there and come right back here.
Boys Open Gym basketballs are from 6 to 7 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. And girls Open Gym basketball will be every Monday and Wednesday from 5:45 to 7 a.m. in Gym 1. All right, here comes Paige with this week's weather.
Good morning, Thunder Basin. I'm Paige with this week's weather. What's a mountain's favorite type of candy? Snow caps. Soon we'll be looking at snow-capped mountains, so enjoy the warm weather while you still can. Today's high is going to be 84 degrees with a low of 53. Tuesday and Wednesday have highs in the 70s and lows in the 40s, and they're both partly cloudy. Thursday and Friday are also both partly cloudy. Tuesday and Wednesday have highs in the 70s and lows in the 40s, and are both partly cloudy. Thursday and Friday are partly cloudy also. Thursday with a high of 67 and a low of 44. Friday is a high of 65 and a low of 43. Saturday and Sunday both have highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s. Saturday has a slight chance of rain, leaving us with a nice sweater weather weekend. The UV index is still moderate, so make sure you put on your sunscreen. Have a wonderful week, Bolts.
You can pre-order your yearbook today at yearbookforever.com. And if you have a picture that you'd like to be featured, make sure you find us on the Yearbook Snap app using code BOLTS2024. And seniors, your senior pictures are due before Halloween. Make sure you get those to boltjournalism@gmail.com or sgrover@ccSD1schools.net. Open Track is Mondays and Wednesdays from 3:15 to 4:15. Well, that's all for me this week, Bolts. Let's have another great one, and I'm going to pass it on over to the Sports Cap.
Before the thunder.
Good morning, Thunder Basin. I'm Grace with this week's Sports Cap. In football, Thunder Basin got back in the win column with a 20-0 shoutout win over Cheyenne Central on the road on Friday. Thunder Basin will have a big game next Friday at home. The Bolts will host the back-to-back defending champions in Sheridan with the 7 p.m. kickoff. In girls swimming and diving, Thunder Basin hosted Sheridan and Campbell County for its second home swim meet of the season. The meet started where the diving where freshman Maddie Bisich took second, sophomore junior Lena Wagner took fourth, and sophomore Carly Howe placed fifth. The swimming section started with the 200-yard individual medley relay. The Bolts' top team taking first beat the rest of the relay teams by over 15 seconds. The relay team consisted of Haley Walter, Adeline Johnson, Maddie Zock, and Maddie Olson. Walter stayed at the top with the first place finish in the 200-yard freestyle. Johnson, another freshman Bolt, took first in the 200-yard individual medley. Maddie Zock took first in the 50-yard freestyle. The Bolts will host Cheyenne Central and Cheyenne East on Friday before traveling to Sheridan for the Sheridan Invite. In volleyball, Thunder Basin High School's volleyball team went 2-0 on Friday and Saturday, picking up 2 conference wins along the way. On Friday, the Bolts traveled to Sheridan to play the Bronx and came away with a 3-1 win. At home against Natrona County, the Bolts won 3 straight sets. The Bolts will head to Casper next week for a 2-day tournament starting on Friday. And just like that, the fall golf season is a wrap. The Bolts traveled to Powderhorn for the 4A golf tournament. It wasn't quite the finish they wanted as a team, but they were still able to bring it home with some hardware. The boys finished with 9th, but were led by Bodie Williams, who placed 5th and earned All-State. The girls' team was right on the edge of taking home a trophy. They placed 4th and were led by Alyssa Harchick, who was placed 9th and earned an All-State as well. In cross-country, Thunder Basin came 5th among both its boys and girls teams at a cross-country invite in Sheridan on Thursday. Patrick Hardesty had the best finish for the boys team. He placed 5th in the invite. Connor Phipps finished right behind Hardesty, and Ethan Nichols and Seth Chase came in next, and Sheldon Steffens rounded out the top 5 for the Bolts. For the girls, Mallory Jones and Megan Doherty were leading the Bolts and came in top 10 overall once again. Jones finished in 7th and Doherty came in 9th overall. Thunder Basin will return to South Dakota next week for a Friday invite in Rapid City. Tennis. Thunder Basin's girls team scored 23 points to take 6th in the North Regional Tennis Tournament, while the boys team took 7th with 9 points. Thunder Basin will host the state's tournament next week with its top performers on Friday and Saturday. Finally, this coming Saturday, the 23rd of September, the Elks is hosting a soccer shootout. It will be from 9 a.m. to noon and at the Bicentennial Park. The cost of it is, guess what, free, and ages 15 and under can enter. That's all for me, Bolts. See you next week.
Thanks for watching. For more information, check out the Rumble.